Hello. I'm really grateful and honored by the request to send a message via video. Thank you. At EIA, like many groups working on this issue, we've really been focused on the tropics. Meanwhile, in Europe and the US, we've actually focused on passing new laws to make trade in illegal wood illegal because we're thinking of Europe as a demand center for the world's illegal wood. But what about the forest close to home? Well, Romania stands above all other countries in Europe in its virgin forest resources. And it is indeed beset by the same devastating problem of having this resource destroyed right before its citizens' eyes, while they, the citizens, are powerless to stop it. Why powerless? Is it corruption, lack of transparency, lack of participation? At EIA, we think that in looking at illegal logging around the world, that you cannot fight, you cannot win any fight against corruption if the global market rewards the breaking of your local laws by not showing any lack of interest, any consequences for such illegal wood. If that's the case, in the long run, it's an impossible fight to win. So in Romania, we went undercover with the biggest company, Schweighofer, the most well-known, a company that publicizes its green credentials very much. And what we found was horrifying. Not only did the head of their operations in Romania for the last 13 years accept our illegal wood, they offered us bonuses for it. And whatever statements are on their websites, the business model of the people that I spoke to was to accept every piece of wood they can. Every piece of wood they can, regardless of what laws have been broken, if, and that's an important if, they can get away with it. It's clear that so far they have. I'd go on to say that in 15 years of investigating illegal logging, it is possibly the most direct dependency of a major international company on illegal supply of wood in terms of its size and its actual business model. And I think that part of this has to do with it being in Europe. Perhaps a company in Europe is treated with a type of automatic respect that an Indonesian or Congolese company behaving in the same way wouldn't get. Now, if that remains the case, if it remains the case that there are no consequences for that kind of activity, it is impossible for civil society to fight against in the long run. It's impossible to win that fight for groups like Agent Green that I know are here today, if companies like that continue to get away with it. So there have to be consequences in the market. It is therefore up to us, civil society and consumers and countries receiving the wood, and specifically, most importantly, up to these new laws that we've worked hard to create, to show that there will be consequences. If they do, if new laws like EUTR in Europe and the Lacey Act in the United States, if they show they have teeth, then we do have a chance. Then groups like Agent Green and others in Romania who are actually putting their lives on the line have a chance to win that fight. And you know, it's a very humble fight. It's a fight for a sensible civil management of our last natural resources. It is not a special interest. It is the most common interest one could possibly fight for. So thank you so much for this chance. I do want to say that I am particularly humbled myself by the efforts of the Romanian community on this topic. Just as I haven't seen a company operate like Schweighofer, I have, more importantly, not seen a national community respond the way that they have in Romania. And it is a clear sign of what is possible. Thank you so much, and best of luck with this very important meeting today. Thank you.